Welcome in, Drew. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, yeah. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Webco and kind of what you've done here and your story.
My dad went to Shelley whenever I was about to turn 16 and got me onto the summer crew with mowing, weed eating, doing stuff around, the plants and stuff. And after that, I kind of just stayed here at Webco over the years, and eventually when I turned 18, went to the shop and started running the crane and doing that. And now I'm an intern here in the marketing program. So
okay, yeah. Outside of Webco, what do you do?
One of the big things I do is I resell things. So whether that's sneakers, figures, whether it's McDonald's cups from McDonald's, I feel like I do a little bit of everything.
I think you talked about like cereal boxes.
Oh yeah, cereal boxes. I have a whole collection of cereal boxes. So it's pretty cool.
Okay, cool. How long have you been doing that?
Started whenever I was in second grade, seeing a kid wearing some KD4 Galaxies. And so instantly I kind of knew that I liked shoes. And then, but even whenever I was like super tiny, like a toddler, my parents always had me in Jordans and Nikes and stuff. And so whenever I got older, I decided that, I wanted to turn this into a business because it was a hobby and I collect shoes, and every single birthday, Christmas, that was the one thing on my list. So.
Okay. And as a business, how's it been?
With COVID, everything was crazy high. Prices were, and then, as the market has kind of settled down a little bit, it's kind of slowed down a little bit. But with that, you kind of have to adapt to the change. So I started with cards. I've been doing action figures. I've been going to like antique malls, going and finding, different things to flip on eBay and Instagram and stuff like that. So it's been pretty cool to adapt and learn new things in this market. Wasn't used to. It was just shoes, and now it's cards and figures and cups from McDonald's.
One thing after another.
Yeah.
So you mentioned Instagram there. Did you do marketing on Instagram?
Yep, I have an Instagram. It was Drew's Kicks, but I recently changed it to Life's Necessities, because with Drew's Kicks, I felt like it was only sneakers. Like I felt like I was kind of holding myself back with just, posting sneaker content. It wasn't like I recently got into photo and video editing and stuff, so I wasn't able to post what I was doing with that, or, the figures or the cups or just random other things that I had for sale. It was just strictly for shoes. So I kind of wanted to kind of rebrand myself and just kind of switch it up. But,
expand a bit.
Yeah, expand a bit with new things. But also, if you ask me what my life necessities are, most people would be food, water, shelter. But for me, it would be sneakers, photos, and cards, and other miscellaneous things. So.
Okay. Yeah. So whenever it comes to selling, or do you also do trading, or is it mostly?
So we have sneaker shows, or you can just go to flea markets or, anything, and you can trade sneakers. You can trade. I mean, they have card shows, they have car shows. I mean, anything you want to trade, you can go and trade. So.
Are there like dedicated meets for things?
There's sneaker shows. So they're the one big one that most people probably heard about was SneakerCon. So SneakerCon, they go, I believe it's once every month to a new city. So they've been to Dallas. Dallas is normally the biggest one, but they have like SneakerCon Chicago. Sometimes they'll go to China or Japan and have sneaker shows out there. So it's pretty big. So, but it's kind of just a thing for people in the shoes to go show off what they have and sell what they have. And
so you sell a bunch of different stuff. Do you have a favorite vein of things that you trade and sell?
Yes. If I had to pick one, man, I've been enjoying selling cards lately.
Yeah?
Yeah, sports cards. I mean, I started with sneakers, but sports cards has been pretty fun lately because, you can go open a box of cards and you can pull, a one-on-one refractor of, Victor Wembanyama, the biggest star in NBA right now. And, you paid $50 for that box. And hundreds of thousands of dollars,
It's nuts. Where does the value come from for each thing? So, for example, with these shoes, right? What puts the value of this one over this one, per se?
The rarity. So, you see this shoe right here, and, it's loud, it's has a whole bunch of different colors, and so some people may not like this shoe. But then, if you take this shoe right here, it's a little bit more neutral. It's something that Jordan wore back in 1990, and so people probably gonna pick this one over that one just due to the limit. I mean, the colorway, and these are way more limited than those were. So.
Okay. Well, speaking of the shoes, can you explain these ones?
So these are the Nike SB. Bart Simpson, so obviously you got the yellow, the red, and so kind of Bart, and then you got the blue, but then this neon yellow is supposed to be representative of his skateboard, and Bart is a pretty big skater in The Simpsons, so yeah.
Can you see people using these as skate shoes, or are they too valuable?
Yeah, so this is Nike SB, so it stands for Nike Skateboarding.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of how they came up with it. I've seen a video where somebody literally had a hole right here from skating these.
Can that be turned into a value thing though? Like weathering? Because I know I've seen shoes that are purposely weathered.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it was like a famous skater who did it, possibly. But if it's just regular Joe on the street, we're probably going to be paying top dollar for that.
Yeah, I got you.
And then these are the Adidas Forum Low, the Home Alone, probably one of my favorite movies of all time, Christmas movie. Christmas is my favorite time of the year.
There's a little house on it. I just realized.
House. You got the little rug by the front door. You got the little iron thing that was on the door. Custom insoles, so that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then to my favorite shoe of all time.
Okay.
Whenever I was a kid, I always used to watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So Will Smith, in the intro, he'd always be on his little chair or whatever, and he had, I can't remember if it's these ones or it's like another pair of Jordan 5s, but I do know he wore these in the show back whenever it aired. But I seen these and instantly knew I wanted them.
And just for example, are you able to put an average price on these?
So these, brand new right now, is probably about 5 or 6. But
100?
Yeah, 5 or 600. But if they're used, they probably go for about $250, depending on where the condition. If they have the box, if they don't have the box. These are probably about $80. Nothing crazy. And then these are probably about $350 brand new. So
okay.
But I got these for Christmas. Shouts out to mom and dad for that.
Yeah. Do you ever wear these? Do you have shoes that you just are off limits whenever it comes to wearing because you plan on keeping them at the highest value?
Okay, so I resell shoes, but me reselling shoes and me having the collection are two totally different things.
Okay.
So I have the shoes that I wear, and that's from my personal collection, and I have shoes that I resell that I don't wear, but they may be worn shoes, but I don't wear them.
Okay, gotcha. So, cool.
But I don't think I ever have bought a shoe and decided I'm not gonna wear it.
Okay.
Because I'm a big believer in it's a shoe, it should be worn, shouldn't be kept dead stock. Some people out there, like that. Me personally, I wouldn't.
I mean, I feel like if you have a collection that's so massive at some point, then you can't even wear them all. They're just for looks.
But there is something to that. A lot of people think this is just like art.
All right, cool. So, as a business, where do you see this going towards in the future? Like after you're graduated and everything, do you see that becoming a main thing? Or
I would hope so, but also, I mean, I've been enjoying working here at Webco, so I mean, I don't really quite know, but I hope something in the future allows me to keep, doing this and with the cards and, the other things that I resell. I think it's at the point where it's became so big in my life that I don't think I could ever live without it.
That's really cool to hear about, actually. I didn't know that much, so thank you for coming and telling your story and everything.
If you guys ever need anything or we need to do a part 2, maybe coming back and
bring some cards or something.
Some cards. I mean,
You do that.